So I wanted to get up over here and show you guys how it's coming along. This one, of course, is Sonny's enclosure. Got a nice little cactus in there now. Succulent there. There she is, Sonny. Our citrus tiger stripe leatherback blue bar. You see them? Blue bars. Uh, she is a hypo, but she's not a trans. The reason you know is, see that yellow in her eyes? If she was a trans, she'd have fully jet black eyes. She does have the clear nails, so that makes her a hypo. She's got a great pattern to her. I love her. She's our most interesting female reptile. She does come out. She does come out to play. She's very docile. She doesn't run off too much as the other ones do. The others, they like to scurry off. What I've noticed with indoor bearded dragons and outdoor is that when you have them indoors, they're really easy to take care of. Look at her. She's real nice. She's always so curious. Yeah, she is. She's a good girl. And she's still growing. She got a nice big old stomach. She's loving this outdoor sun, this enclosure. Like I said, she's the one that's mainly out most of the time. She likes to be very adventurous. She likes to go out there and see things, move around a lot. I'll catch her all around her cage, every part of it. This is one of her newest spots when it's nice and warm and the sun's out. She likes to chill in there. But I'm hoping this grass grows out. It's grown out before, but I'm hoping it grows out pretty quick right now while it's kind of warming up. The nights have been still pretty chilly. So of course she has her cave. She has the entrance there, and an entrance out through the back. I did a cage breakdown in a video, show you how the cave system looks like from the inside and how to get them prepped and ready for brumation. And you know, since they're kind of small, I usually don't put them into brumation at a young age. And as they grew up to this size, we are still kind of cold, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna throw them out. They can go into a mini brumation instead of a full term brumation, which is a lot better. So that way they get the idea of hey, this is the season where it's getting cold and all that, and they know what to do. And that way, if there's any sudden changes or behavior that I need to be concerned about, I can bring them inside. But for the most part, all four of them doing fantastic. But this one, like I said, the most adventurous. Look at her. She'll just go all about this place. And she loves those leaves, those plants. I am planning on planting this area with plants that she could actually eat, and like flowers, the leaves and stuff like that. I want to get rid of this big old bush right here, this fake plant. Like I said before, it's just something for right now. Still looks pretty cool. You know, we made the background, we do our customs, and even with the fake plant, it still does look good until the actual plants grow in. That's what I usually do. You could just keep it like that. You could keep it budget friendly, whatever you're at. If you're trying to go into more expenses, just keep following us, like, share, subscribe, so that way you can get notifications as we slowly upgrade these cages and show you over time, you know, how you can slowly upgrade. It's not a big rushing process. I do have a couple of tanks that I slowly upgrade at a time. I don't like to focus all my energy on just one tank. I feel like they slowly grow into it. They feel all right. If I changed everything suddenly, they're already going through the changes right now and getting used to it, so I don't want to overstress them. I think little changes at a time for right now shows you a big difference of how it could look. how it could be, and maybe you might be inspired to be able to slowly start planting in or changing things around. But the cave system, it's gonna be there just for right now. I'm gonna show you another cave system of how to handle it up in the summers, so that way they can come out and bask and then have a cool spot in the summers. I'll show you how to do that, at least how we do it. And yeah, we got a lot of great ideas for this place, for this actual enclosure. This isn't her forever home. This is just something for her to grow up in. I'm actually gonna make some custom changes to this one as well. This one will be for sale later as a used product. Maybe even be sold with a reptile or a baby bearded dragon as a good starter kit. I don't know, but for right now, it's being used for outdoors. I got a cool little planter there. Still trying to think about what kind of plant I could put there in this desert style. Yeah, and just letting them slowly wake up. In the summer is the big plans. This is when I have more plans for them. Right now is just mainly keep up on their health, make sure they're doing all right, make sure they're still eating and drinking, and just monitoring how they're being. And sooner or later, I already have a GoPro. I kind of want to be able to put a GoPro inside of here, kind of watch the natural behaviors. Everything is sealed on all sides all the way around, so if I throw a bunch of bugs in here, they're gonna be in here, you know what I mean? And that's the good thing about this. And they're outside, so I don't have to worry about it. You throw a couple of giant cockroaches in here ready to mate, the ones with the wing, the dubias, the ones with the wings, and the ones without it, that's a mating pair right there. And then you go and get you some isopods, some springtails, you throw them in there. You could also get you some crickets, mealworms, super worms. I recommend to throw that into the soil because they will turn the soil around. It's good for the grass and the other live plants that you put in there. They also do eat the poop as it hits the ground. They come up and they eat it and all that kind of stuff. Earthworms. When you put crickets in here, I don't recommend throwing a whole bunch. Size like this, 2x2x2, I throw about 20 crickets in here, maybe 30. Let them all find and scurvy into those caves and stuff where they could breed, eat. They'll go out hunting for these crickets inside of those caves and grabbing them whenever they want. Same thing with the dubias. As they breed, they'll start catching them. You might randomly see her with food in her mouth. Yesterday I caught her with a big old dubia in her mouth. And yeah, she chowed it down. Outside, I noticed that they're able to eat larger items when it's nice and warm and sunny. Like, their appetite is crazy. Like, they say you can't feed them more than the size of their head. My boy Charizard was eating crickets that were bigger than him, and he was chowing them down. I had some old videos of him as he was growing up. I'll probably upload those videos of him when he was young. He was our naturally born bearded dragon in our enclosure. But this one right here, we bought this one, and she was quite the purchase. I'm in love with it. I'm glad that we got her. And then, but yeah, so this is Sunny. Little introduction to her, showing off her cage and everything, talking a little bit about her morphs, and hopefully one day you guys will be able to tune in and see some of her clutches that come out. Maybe you might even be able to see her inside of her enclosure with the GoPro in here. Just tune in and you'll be able to see it. Maybe I might just catch her best moments in here, maybe a sped up version of it. Leave it in the comments what you think. But like I said, she's our most interesting. The other ones, they'll come out more, but not as much. They like to hide. And it'd be interesting to see what would happen if I don't approach the cage, what their behaviors would be. So I want to also monitor that and record that as well to kind of see their behavioral differences I want to see if it's mainly in the males that are more like that or in the females as they're outside. But I know that nature is, he was born outside, so he's used to hearing all them crazy sounds and always scurrying off either way to hide. And then this one, she never really had to deal with that kind of stuff or hear that stuff. This is her first time being out. I don't know if that's why she's curious. The other two are the same way. They were purchased. And yeah, I want to be able to see the differences in their behaviors. But that background, I'll also show you how to be able to change up that background. But I like the way that this came out because this is actually supposed to be a tropical forest type. It was supposed to have vines that we're going to attach to it of different species and some moss. But like I said, for the sake of bringing her outside, I put her in this beautiful enclosure that we have. And I think it worked out perfect. Let me know what you think about Sonny's enclosure. And yes, it has a draining system, so if it ever rains while it's outside, it will drain out. So you don't have to worry about her flooding in here. She'll be all right. All right. Well, that's Sonny.